What do you think? You think people will be able to recognize Colleen from these photographs?
I think the pictures from the airport security video are pretty grainy, but it's worth a try.
I think maybe we should just admit that Spencer's been kidnapped.
Welcome.
Thanks. I can't wait to get started.
Well, first day at a daycare center is always a little challenging.
Well, I love working with children. This job is the perfect way for me to start my new life with my son.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. C. Mr. C said he'd be busy all morning.
I'll make sure he knows you try to stop.
But no, I just say, just do it on... Okay, I can't right now. I get it.
How do you like it?
I can't believe you slept with him behind my back. You've carried his baby all the while pretending that it was mine. What kind of woman are you?
I can explain.
You're the worst kind of hypocrite. Coming down on me, taking a few pills, finding comfort with Maxie when you and Jason...
You know it was more complicated than that, Lucky. Jason, please tell me you understand.
I understand you lied to me.
I didn't know who the father was, and Lucky, you were so excited about the baby. I was afraid that if you found out it could be Jason's, that you'd go back to using it
That's
again.
bull! You're afraid to lose your high moral ground.
What would happen if you hadn't told the nurse the truth? My baby could be dead right now, and you'd be the reason why.
Well, at least you knew there was a possibility that that child was yours. Elizabeth kept me in the dark, beating me over the head with guilt.
I was trying to save you.
What about the baby? Were you gonna let our child believe a lie while I grew up?
I just thought it only mattered.
I trusted you more than anyone! How could you do this?
I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt anyone. Jason, please don't leave me and the baby. No, don't leave.
I'm right here, Elizabeth. Hey, you and our baby are gonna be fine. I think going public with Spencer's kidnapping is the simplest solution, right?
Except it would take away the element of surprise.
I know. Colleen would know that we're searching for, change her disguise, you know, move on. While I'm inundated with false leads provided by publicity seekers hoping to get a reward. At worst, Colleen could panic, and abandon him, or who knows what else.
Look, Nicholas, Colleen seems to care about Spencer. I really don't think she would ever do anything to hurt him.
It's just a risk that I can't take. Look, I'm sorry. I know I keep going around and around.
No. It helps for us just to think things through.
Right, okay. Okay, so you and I are married.
Yeah.
Spencer is our child. And Colleen is my sister.
Look, like I said, I mean, the problem is you look like who you are. Upper class, wealthy, cultured.
Okay, so I'll change my clothes.
No,
Whatever.
Nicholas, it's your whole manner. It's your bearing, your way of speaking. They're dead giveaways to your breeding and your background.
What do you want me to do? Huh? My son's been kidnapped. I can't just sit around and wait for somebody else to find him.
I know. I want this to work as much as you do.
Well, we have to practice. I have to look, act, think like somebody else, like not me. Colleen won't expect it, and hopefully she won't see it coming.
Okay. Oh. This job is ideal. I get to make a living and spend the day with my baby at the same time.
Your job application said you were a single mother?
Randy's father is involved with another woman.
Oh. She's spoiled and selfish and wants him all to herself. I had hoped he'd want to be a good father to his child, but he chose to be with her instead.
I must have been devastated.
I was. But I had to do what was best for my son.
You could always sue for child support.
I don't want to be reliant on him in any way. I have a wonderful little boy whom I love, and that's enough. I doubt I'll ever see Randy's father again.
Can I call you back? Yeah.
You grabbed me and you kissed me, and it really
Can we
wasn't
discuss
okay.
this later?
Later isn't going to make what you did any more acceptable, Sonny.
Carly, it was New Year's Eve.
And you took advantage of my goodwill and our son's innocent desire to have New Year's Eve with both their parents.
No,
so.
no. That's not. Boss, Detective Rodriguez is here to see you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Come on in. Hey, Detective. How you doing?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sonny and I are in the middle of something.
Well, it'll have to
now.
wait. People of the city and county of Port Charles take precedence.
Sonny's not going to answer any of your
I
questions.
don't want to
You have
waste
know
your
that.
time or mine by having you detained for obstruction. So if you could just please wait outside.
Carly, I'll call you later.
You're not ducking me on this.
I'm not ducking.
I'll be waiting for you outside.
It'll only take a minute.
Hey, I'm like always happy to give the PCPD my full cooperation.
Then what do you know about Lorenzo Alcazar's current activities?
Find another way to move it. The risks are too great. Well, given the current situation, there's no way I can guarantee that. Fine. I'll await confirmation of the arrival date.
Technically, I wasn't eavesdropping. I was in plain sight.
You should know what you're in for with me.
Might be wise. After all, we do have a daughter in common.
For the most part, I'm an independent contractor. I buy, sell, and move product all over the world. But occasionally, I am asked to be a middleman for people who cannot risk exposure. It's enormously profitable when it goes right, and lethal when it goes wrong.
You and the baby have both recovered from your bout with hypothermia.
And the baby wasn't armed.
The heartbeat is normal and the ultrasound looks good.
Thank God.
Thank Elizabeth for taking such good care of herself. Her body could withstand the shock. Your child is developing normally and barring anything unforeseen. You should give birth to a healthy baby in May.
That's great.
I've signed your release papers. You're free to leave.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You see? I told you I was fine. There's no reason I needed to spend the night in the hospital. I could have just gone home.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm a little overprotective. But after Maxie lost her baby, I just couldn't stand if anything happened to our child.
Hey, you guys. You're just in time to raid the fridge with me. Leftover Chinese from New Year's.
Oh, hey, thanks. Already had breakfast, though.
Oh, suit yourself. But the goddess knows how to order. She laid out an amazing spread.
Okay, eat later. We came to work on the mystery, so have you found anything
Could you just, keep it down? The goddess and Stone Cold haven't shown their faces yet, which probably means they're partaking in some mourning.
Oh, okay, all right. That's too much information.
Oh,
Thank you.
Look, I don't want to alienate my hosts, you know? I mean, you guys get to live in this big mansion, but if I get evicted, I mean, pink room or not, I mean, my life is sucky. So if you guys could just be a little more considerate. There's a lot of people that would like to see Stone Cold dead, so we probably shouldn't answer the door without asking who it is.
Okay, somehow I don't think killers show up to breakfast. Who is it?
Lulu?
Milo, come in. It's good to see you.
Me too. I mean, you too.
Okay, are you here to see Jason?
I just came by to pick up some paperwork.
Yeah, well, he's upstairs, so I'll just go.
That's a bad idea.
Fine. Well, actually, there's papers here if you wanted to
Actually,
look through.
you know, Stone Cold doesn't like people, like, ruffling through his papers and stuff.
Seriously, what is wrong with you two? I mean, you're walking on eggshells like you're afraid to offend the guy. What? Why are you so intimidated by him?
Do you really need to ask? I mean...
You're not, are you, Milo?
Well, actually, I,
Come on! You do the same things that Jason does. You work for Sonny, you carry a gun, and you probably use it on Sonny's enemies. The only difference is Jason is a jerk, and you're actually kind and sweet.
Thanks, but I'm just another...
No, really. Sonny is very lucky to have.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you not, like flirt with him right now? Really?
Hi, Georgie. Vanilla latte, please. Hello, or to Georgie. Think you could tear yourself away long enough to take my order?
Yeah, I'm doing research for the professor.
Why am I not surprised?
Maxie, if you'd like a vanilla latte, you can get it yourself.
Ooh. We all know you're serious about your homework, but this is a little ridiculous. It's kind of like you're obsessed.
Maxie, I'm a research assistant. That means I actually have to do the research.
Oh, why don't you just admit you're hot for your teacher?
You are so off base. He's asked me to get background information for his book, and that's what I'm doing. There's nothing romantic about it.
Is that why you gaze at him so adoringly when he gives you a compliment, or why you have your head buried in that laptop?
Unlike you, I can actually put focus into something other than my love life. I'm sorry. I know you're still dealing with a miscarriage. That was bad.
I miss my baby every day, but I've learned a lot about what I want and how I'm gonna get it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Lucky, I'm glad you're here. I have something really important to talk to you about.
Would you like a cappuccino? Perhaps decaf?
Caffeine isn't my problem, Max. Sonny is. See, he refuses to accept that I've moved on, that I'm engaged to another man, so now he's hitting below the belt. Jax has gone off to help his brother Jerry. What does Sonny do? He takes total advantage of the situation. And I'm not gonna let him get away with it. I'm not.
I assume he's in bed?
That's right, Miss Miller.
Where's Miss Miller? And why does she get to see Sonny and I can't?
I avoid Lorenzo Alcazar whenever possible.
Come on, but you make it your business to keep track of his activities.
No, my focus is on my business. You want information on Alcazar? Talk to his new best friend, the DA Lansing.
I have cautioned you before about speaking without your attorney present.
Then tell me in front of her. How do I stop the war that's brewing between you and Alcazar before someone else gets killed?
We need to replace this with something more functional. And then we're gonna stop by a chain store and get you some casual clothes.
Fine, whatever it takes.
Most importantly, don't let your anger or frustration show through, Nicholas.
How can I help it, Emily? My son is missing because of my own arrogance.
You did your best.
I did my best? By refusing to hear your warnings, not acknowledging that I might be wrong about my hand-picked nanny? What's wrong with me? Huh? How could I have missed the fact that Colleen was capable of this? How could I have neglected my own son that blatantly?
You've got to stop blaming yourself.
The decisions were all mine. I keep going over all the months that Colleen worked for me, wondering how I could be this blind.
And looking back is pointless, Nicholas, unless you can remember something that's going to help us figure out our next move, something that Colleen said or did.
No. I keep replaying all the conversations we had in my head. And all I'm left with are lies.
I've got kind of a cushy arrangement here, so like if I interrupt them, I get drop kicked to the street. Look, if Milo needs the papers, he can wait.
I'll, be in the hall. Let me know when Mr. Morgan comes in.
No, don't. You just stay here with us.
I don't want to intrude.
But no, you would not be intruding at all. We were gonna have a Chinese takeout, and you could have some with us.
Hey,
you know,
Hey, Milo! Look what I found. There's an envelope, and it says Corinthos, Morgan. That's probably what you came for, right? So why don't you go ahead and grab that there, and just leave, like take off.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, bye, Milo. bye. I'll see you. Okay, bye.
That was so rude. What has Milo done to you?
Isn't it obvious, blonde one? Dylan's jealous.
Sonny's doing this on purpose.
Doing what, Mrs.?
He never cooperates with the police. He's doing this so I give up hope and go home. And it's not going to happen. And who was that pushy woman you let walk right in there?
Oh, that's Diane Miller. That's Sonny's new attorney.
You're kidding.
I wouldn't kid you, Mrs. C.
Can't tell me he had a new attorney. Not that he has to tell me, you know, that he has a new attorney. I have my life, he has his life. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to tell him to go on with his life.
Hey, Carmen. Max,
Hey.
I need to see
Mike,
Sonny.
not exactly a meeting. He's in there talking to,
Rodriguez is questioning him on behalf of the people, of the city, and the county of Port Charles. How's Spencer?
Nicholas and Emily are up in Denver chasing some kind of lead, and they just need a lot more to go on. That's why I'm here. I'm hoping that Sonny can help with some kind of, I don't know, unorthodox assistance.
Detective, my client is a legitimate businessman. He has no intention of starting a war with anyone.
Alcazar was behind the ambush that almost killed Jason Morgan. Alcazar's son was killed in the same incident. Sooner or later, he's going to retaliate. Unless your client gives us some cooperation, information on warehouse activities, a tip on a shipment, anything that can help us bring Alcazar down.
Detective, my client has no information to offer.
Detective, I got no issues with you. You're a good cop. You're just trying to do your job. I understand.
Well, then give me something.
All right, I'll give you something. Alcazar is in Rick Lansing's pocket, or vice versa. If you get involved, you're going to be cutting your own throat.
So you're refusing to cooperate?
I suggest that you step back and you watch how it all falls out.
I appreciate the warning, but let me offer one in return. When Alcazar makes his move, see, there's not going to be a guarantee that you'll be the last one standing.
I don't want to know your business, Lorenzo. But if we're to have any kind of future together, I have to know what I'm dealing with.
All right. My father and uncles established a profitable business trading in arms. I expanded that business with my brother, Luis. Then Luis was contacted by certain figures in government who wanted him to act as a front for them. What they wanted was for us to provide weapons to certain covert operation groups with no ties back to the government.
That's where you come in?
I provide highly classified illegal weapons and make sure they get into the hands of the intended recipients. Now, if these deals were ever made public, governments would fall.
How much longer can you keep doing this before something goes wrong? Or is that the idea?
What are you suggesting?
Maybe you feel so guilty about Diego's death you want to pay with your own life, which would be a terrible waste. Not to mention completely unfair to your daughter and to me.
Hey, Jason, it's me. I just wanted to call and thank you for saving me. I would have died had you not found me and brought me to the hospital. Anyway, I'm still a little hazy about the whole thing, and I'm gonna be at work later on today, so I thought, if you want, you can come by and see me. I would love to talk to you. Okay, bye.
So, I called the pound, and nobody reported the dog missing.
You want to keep him, don't you?
Well, it's a really nice thought, except it wouldn't be fair to my cat, so I was thinking that you should keep the dog.
Oh, no, wait. I can't because pets aren't allowed in rooms upstairs.
Well, I can't just dump the little guy off at the pound. What if they don't find him a home and then... Lucky, I'm really sorry. It's just, I feel like I've been getting emotional about a lot of stuff since we lost our baby, and I couldn't desert him.
We won't, Maxie.
Wait. Elizabeth. You got me. Don't tell Lucky or Maxie that I was here, okay?
No,
I won't, but it's not what it looks like. They're just talking about the miscarriage.
It's a devastating loss.
Yeah. It's really sad. Maxie will be, fine 1 minute, and then something will remind her of the baby, and she'll lose it and break down into tears. And talking to Lucky seems to be the only thing that's helping her.
You know, I've miscarried twice. And both times the last thing I wanted to do was talk about it.
I guess everybody's different.
Yeah. It's ironic.
What?
Well, since the miscarriage, the two of them have spent more time together than ever.
I'll help you take care of the dog.
But if you can't have one in your room...
Well, I'll talk to Bobby. I'm sure she'll bend the rules a little. Bobby's a soft touch. Once she sees the dog, I'm sure she'll give in.
Okay, well, I won't leave you stuck with all the chores. We could split them.
You know, I got some time before I'm due at the station. Do you want to take the dog for a walk?
Face it, Lucky. It's our dog now.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is my wife, and here, this is my sister with our little boy, Spencer. I was hoping that you might have seen him somewhere.
And why are you looking for him?
Well, my wife and I, we had a disagreement, and then she, it can't be.
We were going overseas.
I know. See, it's already, it's not gonna work, Emily.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to rethink our approach.
How can you be so calm about this?
I get that you're terrified. I'm terrified too. But Spencer needs us, so let's just figure out a way to find him.
So, if Alan was on duty the night that Rick Weber was murdered, then we know that he's off the hook.
Yeah, all I need is a couple minutes on the computer to know for sure.
Yeah, that's great. Well, since the Jackal here is so confident, can we go? Like, do you even need us for anything?
Dude, defensive much? I mean, just because I called you on your jealousy over the blonde, I mean, you have to get all...
Whoa! Dude, way off. There's not even anything to be jealous about.
Oh, how do you know?
How do I? Milo's a bodyguard. He just stands there. He doesn't even say anything.
Whoa, dude, that's kind of harsh.
Well, when he does say something, it happens to be really sweet, and actually, he's built like a Greek god.
Oh my God. Okay, all right. Thank you. All right, Milo's a paragon. That's great. I'm really happy for you. Do you need anything? Can I go to the cafeteria and get some coffee? Seriously.
I think you should spend some time investigating your feelings for Lulu.
Shh. What do you need?
About 5 minutes on the hospital computer. So just keep anyone that's. Major roadblock. You guys want to try another floor?
Nah, we don't need to.
Have you met Epiphany? She has this, like, internal radar where she knows all and sees all.
Yeah, dude, she's definitely developed her intuitive perception. I wonder if she used that website.
What website?
Oh, it teaches you to track people around you, like blipping dots on a screen, you know, the ones that...
Oh, okay. I may not be Spinelli the Jackal or Milo the bodyguard, but I can handle this situation. Thank you.
If you're getting to see Sonny before I do, I will kill him with my bare hands.
Take a seat.
Okay, so what's your problem? Bye.
Honey,
Hi.
no, I'll only be a minute. Promise. Hey, Sonny.
Your security needs improving.
No, this is my father. Mike. This is my attorney, Diane Miller.
How do you do?
Yes, well, I'm sure you trust your father, but there are certain conversations that should not be overheard.
So we're all set with the new cover story?
It's at least as plausible as the old one. Colleen's less likely to be on the lookout for a woman asking questions, I suppose.
If you want me to do this alone.
Yeah, you know, you probably should, but I want to be there for any possible leads on his whereabouts.
Maid service.
No time like the present to see if this works. Hi.
I brought some fresh towels.
Oh, I'll take them. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry to bother you. This is my wife's sister, here, and she took her baby son right here, ran away from her husband. We just want to help her, and I was wondering if you may have seen her.
Okay, so I'm taking a documentary filmmaking course at PCU, and I really want to chronicle life inside a hospital from a nurse's point of view.
You want to make a documentary about me?
Oh, yeah. No, I want to follow you around. You do your rounds. You deal with, like, crises, the life or death situations.
Taking temperatures, listening to complaints?
Oh, yeah. No, exactly. I mean, I want to address the mundane of medical care, the grinding tedium, as well as the excitement.
The exhaustion after pulling a double shift.
No, Epiphany, I'm saying, like, I want to see it all. You know, I want to be in your shoes. I want to follow you 24/7.
And exactly what part do you play in this?
Well, I'm just gonna...
Lulu's my assistant on the project, and she's going to be doing the audio for the project.
I mean, you know, I'll keep a low profile. You won't even know I'm around.
You're a surgical nurse as well, right?
That's right.
Okay, do you think there's any way that we could get into the OR with you?
Well, I'd have to check with it.
Game over.
Before I call security, why don't you tell me what you're really doing here?
Oh, don't do that. I could have just deleted all the information I found for you.
I'm sorry. You know, I'm starting to feel a little guilty.
About what?
Well, I don't want the research on my book to take over your life.
It's not, I promise.
If you're helping me at the expense of your classes, I'm gonna have to...
No, I have plenty of time for my other subjects, trust me. I find this era of film history just fascinating, and your book's gonna be great.
Well, if my book ever gets written, it'll be thanks to you.
Excuse me, Elizabeth. Have you seen that worthless son of mine?
I'm sorry, Mr. Quartermain. I just came on duty.
Oh, I swear if I've driven all the way down here and I find out that Alan was too incompetent to even schedule another cabinet meeting, of course, I don't know what I would threaten him with. Certainly could never disinherit Emily. Not that she needs a dime from me now since she went over to the Cassadines. I don't suppose you've heard anything from them about little Spencer, huh?
Well, Nicholas and Emily are in Denver, but they don't have any leads.
Okay. Well, listen, you mark my words. You're going to find out that that demented grandmother is behind all of this. And sometimes I can't say I blame her.
Excuse me?
No, don't get me wrong. I have no sympathy for Helena Cassadine. But I know what it's like to have a grandson who embodies all your hopes for the future and spits in your face at anything you want to give him. No, the Cassadines are just a dynasty of dysfunctional psychotics. But when I think of the jeopardy that Jason is in and how easily he could be killed, well, I could almost kidnap a child that he had myself.
Almost, but you would never really do it, right?
Desperate times call for, you know. And besides, you were at the house the last time that we heard he had been shot.
Yeah, but he survived. I mean, Jason's okay.
But for how long? He will probably die in an alley somewhere, alone and childless. All that potential wasted. Yeah, and the Quartermain fortune will be squandered away by that pack of dysfunctional hyenas that I call family. Oh, God, what a depressing way to start the new year.
Mr. Quartermain.
What?
Jason's resilient. I mean, maybe one day he will have a family.
It's a simple question, Mr. Alcazar. What was your son doing in the warehouse that night?
My son was shot in cold blood by Sam McCall.
I'd still like to hear the details.
I don't know why he was there.
So Damien Spinelli is lying. He never did any work for you?
Spinelli was a friend of Diego's. Diego introduced me one afternoon when I brought Lara Ray for a visit.
Did Diego tell you how you knew Spinelli?
I guess they were working some computer project together. I think they went to PCU. The detective, if you have any further questions, I'd be happy to answer. Now, of course, with an attorney present.
You seem like a nice lady, Miss Quartermain. I don't think you realize what you're getting into here.
I'm simply telling you the truth.
Things are about to get real ugly between Alcazar and Corinthos. You don't want to be caught in the middle.
appreciate the support, Sky. But Rodriguez is right. You should not get involved in this.
You're the father of my child, and it is perfectly reasonable for me to care that you stay alive.
I gotta be honest with you, Mike. The police are better equipped to handle the search than I am.
All right. I'm worried about Spencer. I mean, the nanny had to have been planning this for months now. You know she's well hidden, Michael.
You gotta give Nicholas a chance.
All right. Okay. I just want to feel like I'm doing something.
If you need money, you need manpower, you need any kind of leverage, all you gotta do is ask me.
You're wonderful. Why wouldn't Lulu like you?
I can barely talk when I'm around her.
I'm sure she finds that endearing.
Oh, trust me, Mrs. C, I do everything wrong.
Well, you know what? Then let's teach you to do everything right. Come on. Get up. We're gonna pretend that I'm Lulu and I'm coming to meet you for a cup of coffee, and I walk in and you say hello.
Hello?
You may want to give that a little bit more energy, okay? You're happy to see me. Give me a kiss. Here.
You think I should kiss Lulu?
Sure. It's a friendly gesture. People do it. Go ahead. Give me a kiss. Okay. Now, tell me something about you, something that you're interested in, a hobby.
I like to go to the shooting range.
Right. You may want to skip that one.
Oh.
What else?
I ride my bike in the park on weekends.
That's a good one. That's great. You can ask her if she'd like to go bike riding with you. Go ahead.
Hey, Lulu. I was wondering if maybe sometime you'd
Okay,
like...
you have to stand a little bit closer to me, you know? I want to make it a little bit intimate. Okay, and you know what? Touch your hand, but make it look like it happened by accident.
Oh, no. I'm not that smooth, Mrs. C.
That's what I'm here for. Go ahead.
So, Lulu, I was wondering if you'd like to go bike riding with me.
Enough, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go in and see Sunny.
I'm sorry.
Almost with the boss.
It's just gonna be a couple. Sorry.
Does either of them look familiar to you?
I'm sorry. I haven't seen him or his mother.
Good luck finding your sister.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Think she bought it?
Definitely. And she was sympathetic. I mean, she wanted to help. You were right, Nicholas. That story is so much better than the last.
Right, so how do I look? Like a middle-class brother-in-law?
Okay, let's put it this way. You're about as close as you're gonna get.
Good enough.
Okay, so only one thing is missing. We have to look married, right? So...
Right.
Here's your ring.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just had this quick fantasy of remarrying you, Spencer, at the wedding.
We're gonna find him, Nicholas. I promise.
Let's go find my son, okay?
Oh, you're being such a good boy. You getting sleepy, huh? You must be ready for your nap.
Could you clean up the play area when you get a chance? A couple prospective parents are coming to visit after lunch.
Oh, sure.
No big deal. Just be friendly and answer any questions.
Do you get a lot of visitors?
2 or 3 a week. Why? Is that a problem for you?
No. I was just being silly, thinking how nice it would be if Randy's father tried to make contact. But I know that's impossible.
If I ever catch a lion sneaking butts around this hospital again, I'm skipping security and I'm going to call the cops.
It was not a cover story, okay? I'm telling you.
Save it, movie boy.
Okay, I'm just saying that I think that you would make a very convincing character in a documentary feature, especially at the film festivals.
Boy.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
I know, but we will find another way to get into the computer system.
I know that, but what about Epiphany? I mean, she honestly could make a good subject for a documentary. Not that I'm doing that. I'm just saying if we did.
Sorry to interrupt your angst, but I got it.
Got what?
Proof that your Uncle Alan killed Rick Weber.
So the studios used to keep apartments for their contract starlets.
Huh. Have you come across anything about connecting doors or passages from the executive suites to the starlet apartments?
Wait, are you suggesting that the executives were sleeping with their starlets?
Well, I'm counting on you to find out.
All right, I'll do what I can.
You know, I'm really, really grateful for your help. I just wish there was a way to thank you.
Oh, you thought you were gonna catch that squirrel, didn't you?
That squirrel was taunting him.
I know, it was cruel.
You know what, next time I'm gonna bring a tennis ball for him.
It's amazing how much fun it can be walking through a park with a dog. Everything's so new and exciting. Must be what it's like to go with it.
You know, I had a really good time.
Me too.
Hey, Elizabeth, you spent the night here as a patient. Why not take the day off?
Because I feel fine. And Cameron is playing with his friends in daycare, and I just want to be kept busy.
You aren't busy. You came to the right place.
Can I ask your opinion? As a doctor and as a friend.
Ask away.
Okay, so the timing of Maxie's pregnancy was convenient, to say the least. She used every chance she got to get closer to Lucky, and every time Lucky wanted to go to the doctor's appointments, all of a sudden now she's had a miscarriage.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I've miscarried twice. And both times, the last thing I wanted to do was talk about it, even with the father. And it just seems like every time Maxie's with Lucky, she's confiding about the baby, and it doesn't ring true.
So you're asking me...
She's lied about so much in the past. Is there a chance she could have faked the entire pregnancy?
Rodriguez was here earlier. He practically warned me that Alcazar was going to make his move.
Right. What do you want me to do about it?
I am taking preemptive action. I'm having Jason intercept one of Alcazar's shipments as we speak.
All right, I'm sick of being bumped to the back of the line. Okay, we're gonna discuss that kiss, and if you want to do it here in front of Bernie, Max, and Milo, so be it. Let's do
That
it.
door was closed for a reason.
Yeah, so you could hide from me, Sonny.
No, because I don't want anybody to hear what I'm saying. For your protection and mine. So next time you think of barging in here, knock. Otherwise, you may witness something you don't want to see.